Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
I would like an anonymous YouTube video. The following letter is very long. Likewise, the video will be longer than the average 10 to 15 minutes. Your time is very valuable to me. I'm interested in your commentary. Charge accordingly. I will send the amount to Asshole Consulting via PayPal. Yes. Crappy. I should give you a discount for that. Crappy. I'm a 35-year-old asshole who's frustrated with the state of young STEM majors in the American manufacturing sector. I would like to share my experience as a mechanical engineer. I'm a fan of your videos, and I think your viewers ought to hear in detail how it's done, especially anyone in their teens to early 20s who is interested in manufacturing. Manufacturing is where society's wealth is created. It is self-evident because raw material has little value. After it's been worked upon, the value has been increased. The increase is strictly dictated by its usefulness to society. All other means of earning a living are exchanging the wealth that has already been created. Please join me in creating wealth. Note, all instances of the word you are hypothetical. By taking the following career path, I guarantee you will not be a pussy in the workplace. You will gain the respect of all coworkers from the bottom to the top. You will dominate any situation by vertically integrating your skill set. Finally, you will pursue entrepreneurship and take command of your money and time. The path that I am presenting is based on my own experience. I have come about it accidentally through chance, conscientiousness, ambition, and frustration. I did not plan this path ahead of time. However, upon reflection, I have come to realize that this is how it's done. At the end of the day, everything has come together to make my own dream career. I would like to share what I have learned so work does not have to suck. Well, I don't know if you can do that. We'll see if you can do that. Phase 1, blue-collar break-in in education, teens to mid-20s. Most importantly, make sure that you have an interest in making things. Otherwise, this is not for you. Get a job in a small non-union shop. A small shop will provide more opportunity to diversify your skill set. There are tons of shops that are thirsty to get extra labor at low costs. Many owners have an urge to mentor young, inexperienced employees. Unfortunately, shop owners have become soured by the lack of motivation in today's youth. Be so good that the shop owner's preconceived notions are put to rest. Do not consider this a job. This is an important hands-on experience of education and socialization. Do absolutely everything that is asked. Be the perfect bitch boy. Be taken advantage of. Do the shit jobs with a smile and ask for more. Keep your chin up, your hands out of your pockets, look around, memorize everything. Know where it belongs. If it is out of place, put it back. Watch everyone. Be friendly and ask questions about how things work. Show an interest in learning. Eventually, you'll be promoted to more complicated work. It will be repetitive. Suck it up. Your goal is to learn every operation and machine in the entire shop. Apply for jobs at other shops. It will either result in a raise at your existing job or an opportunity to learn skills in a new environment. Either direction is good. Never burn bridges. The next goal is to learn how to repair the equipment in the shop. Start investing in tools. If you're good enough, you'll be promoted to maintenance tech. If possible, get experience doing building maintenance. You will learn carpentry, plumbing, and electrical. It will become handy when you own a house. Yes, it will. Meanwhile, go back to school. Any state school with an accredited engineering program is fine. It does not have to be prestigious or expensive. Get a mechanical engineering degree with a minor in computer programming. Learn to code. Use your general education classes to learn technical writing and grammar. Be concise. Oh, I cannot emphasize that one. I've made thousands of dollars more because people were not concise. This combination is deadly, but there is much more room for improvement. After graduation, there will be some extra time every day that was otherwise spent studying. Use this time to start a very small business that involves making something. It will help if you have an interest in the product and can easily find a customer base. Keep in mind, keep it simple. Learn on YouTube, sell on eBay. For example, if you like to fish, make custom sinkers for the local fishing scene. All you need is a few molds, a propane lead smelter, and an old kitchen oven to do some powder coating. Once again, this business is for experience and education purposes. Do not quit your day job. Do not expect to earn a living with the side business. Instead, this business will provide you with your own space, tools, equipment, machinery, and tax write-offs. Consider renting a month-to-month single garage in an industrial area. It will serve as an immediate launch pad for other business opportunities that may cross your path. Most of all, it gives you credibility and sets you apart in any professional job interview. I had decided to work in machine shops. 2 years after getting my degree, I still had my blue-collar machine maintenance tech job. I was not working as an engineer yet. I had yet to complete my education. The final step was a tool maker's apprenticeship. There was an opening in the tool room of the plant where I had worked. I was fortunate enough to get my foot in the door. To clarify, in any manufacturing facility, there will be a tool room. This is an area where custom tools are stored, repaired, and made. These tools are proprietary to the company's products. Examples of these tools are custom work holding furniture, a mold or a stamping die. In many cases, each of these tools are one of a kind. Learning to repair, maintain, design, and make these tools puts you in charge of the means of production. A tool maker is the highest skilled blue-collar job in any manufacturing facility. I served as an apprentice under a master tool maker for 2 years. I continued tool room work for an additional 3 years. During this time, I learned how to make anything I could ever imagine. Some of the skills that are involved are 3D modeling, CNC programming, manual and CNC machining, precision grinding, sheet metal work, metallurgy, welding, brazing, etc. These skills are extremely valuable. Let's consider the path that has been laid out. It is all about vertical integration of skills necessary to work in a manufacturing facility. All the bitch jobs are behind you. However, if you are ever in a situation where you need to mop up a mess or pull out a wrench, you do it. Show someone how to operate a machine or fix it, you do it. Get that custom part made to repair a machine or a new prototype, you do it. You will gain the respect of everyone around you because you are the badass who can handle any situation. I know someone like that. The last thing you want to be is the pasty, soft-headed soy boy sitting at the office computer with a diploma, a latte, and a fear of walking through the plant. This is a guy who is constantly teased and has no respect. His projects are always put on the back burner because he must rely on everyone else to work on the parts that he designs. I will digress to paint a picture. On the evening news, the local politician and his entourage are shown at the new construction site. They look ridiculous in their suits and hard hats. There are clear skies overhead. Everyone knows that this is a farce. He cuts the ribbon with giant novelty scissors. He breaks the ground with his brand new shovel, only able to move a pint-sized scoop of dirt. Meanwhile, off camera, the workers at the site are laughing and mocking him. This man is ignorantly treading on the hard work of others while taking credit for starting the job. However, if it was known that he could cut the ribbon with a concrete saw and break the ground with an excavator, he would command the respect of everyone. You must ask yourself, how am I perceived by my coworkers? Do I have the respect? If you do, you can get a lot done. If you don't, you will be socially alienated and your productivity will be stifled. Phase 2, learn to code, do it now, late 20s to early 30s. Industrial automation is in high demand. Everybody wants it, especially the ignorant fast food workers who demand $15 an hour. I say give it to them. If you know how to run machines, 6 machines, make the components of machines and program, you could set your own price. There are too many instances of engineers who design machines or products without perceiving how the parts will be made. If you have experience as a tool maker, this is not a problem. You'll consider every step and tool that is needed to make that part. Therefore, your parts will be logically designed and easy to make. What about integrating software and mechanics? If you have a programming background with a mechanical engineering degree, this will be second nature. During the design phase, your thought process will simultaneously consider both mechanics and the software to operate them. This will make your design simple and functional. What about that maintenance tech that is always complaining? He blames that damn design engineer who did not consider how difficult it would be to reach behind that panel. So, God, every car I've ever worked on, honestly. I remember spark plugs being put underneath the engine. I'm like, what? Behind heat shields. Since you had to reach behind that same panel 6 years ago, I doubt that you would design machines that were so difficult to maintain. The point is that an engineer is successful when he can see the big picture. That vision only comes with experience. I recommend that you learn CAM software and G-code programming to run CNC machines. It will enable you to make your own parts. Also learn ladder logic PLC programming. It will allow you to automate any machines that you build. Phase 3, entrepreneurship, early 30s and beyond. If you have accomplished all the goals that were laid out in phase 1 and 2, there's no reason that you need to work for anyone. Consider the small business that you started after you got your degree. I hope it is still in operation. Maybe it could turn a profit. Maybe you've hired a few employees over the years. Can you automate that daily operation and increase profits? If not, consider it as a springboard to start a business doing custom automation jobs for other companies. After all, you have experience running a business and experience doing all the jobs in a manufacturing plant. I've always kept my eye out for deals on machinery, especially the machines that I had used when I worked in the tool room, such as a Bridgeport mill or a lathe. During my late 20s, I had slowly begun to buy used machines and kept them at my side business. Eventually, I struck the mother lode. The plant where I had been working was moving. All the equipment was being liquidated. I had struck a deal to buy a bunch of CNC equipment before the general auction. I was losing my job because of the move. I saw it as a perfect opportunity to start my own automation company. Since I had an established shop, it was very easy to move the equipment and start a new business. I immediately called every shop that I had worked for previously. I contacted every vendor, customer, and company that I had ever interacted with during my career. I had told them that I'm on my own now and looking for work. After getting the word out, my former employers and vendors are my new customers. I go to different facilities, assess the situation, and recommend my services. Now I'm working to critique, design, and build their prototypes. I develop the tools that enable their products to be manufactured. I design and build the automated equipment that enables the products to be mass-produced. I set my own price and schedule. Best of all, this type of work is in such high demand that I do not need advertisements, a website, or even a business card. It's all word of mouth. I also bet you're the boss. Like, no one questions you. That's the other, like, it's like, we're doing it this way. Okay. In closing, I recommend that everyone who is interested in manufacturing should read The Fountainhead. Oh, no, what, can't they watch the movie? Can they watch the movie? Oh, they're just so long and beleaguered. Read The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. Pay close attention to these characters. Howard Rourke, Francisco de Aconiana, D. Conita, and Hank Reardon. And does a great job explaining how these characters vertically integrated their careers in manufacturing, construction, and architecture. My favorite example is when Hank and Francisco are in the upstairs executive office of the Reardon steel mill. Suddenly, the emergency alarm sounds. There's a leak in the furnace, and molten iron is pouring out. Both men had started out working at the bottom of the metals industry. As a result, they instinctively ran to the source and shoveled clay to dam the leak. Meanwhile, the other employees were running to safety while the molten iron was destroying the mill. This scene shows how important it is to understand and act upon all aspects of your career from top to bottom and truly be a badass. P.S. I'm often asked if I worked out. I respond, in my life, I have not once been to a gym. I do not work out, I just work. And amen to that. Well, you did want to remain anonymous. I just want to say thank you. You know what the problem's going to be to the client. Well, that's going to take a lot of work. And what the client, he's rolling his eyes right now because he knows that the lazy people are saying, that's going to take a lot of work. Yeah, but to get to this level of success and to be in that position by your mid to late 30s, overall is going to take less energy, effort, and work than if you were lazy, trying to go from one job to the next, constantly applying for jobs. The guy worked hard, obviously, listing all this stuff out. But over the course of a lifetime, not only will they make more money, they will work less than lazy people who keep trying to look for a magical job that doesn't exist, where they get paid for doing nothing, essentially. Because then you always gotta, oh my God, I remember filing and faxing. Oh, that clerical work. To hell with it. Anyway, want to thank the client for that. Any of you young kids looking for a career path, here's one to consider. And want to thank him for his time and his pay for going through all this, explaining in detail. Here's a road path. What do I do? And what should I do? Well, he just spelled it out for you. So, anyway, questions, answers, money, links, things, down below in the description. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.